Hey friends, what is up? What's good? Welcome back to my channel. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Shanelle. I'm your movie watching BFF. This is my reaction and commentary channel, the channel where we watch movies together and I let you know what's going on in my brain the whole time I'm watching them. And we like to call it Filmmaker Elements because it's the most fun for me. And if you're a fan of mine, you know what? It ends up being fun for you too. Funny how that works. Anyway, today's video is going to be the end of the Cornetto trilogy, The World's End from 2013. It is that third collaboration between, I guess it's Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, and probably Nick Frost. I'm hoping Pegg and Frost are best of buddies again. I'm hoping for some quick cuts. I'm hoping for Cornetto ice cream cones. And I'm hoping for some really funny, fun dialogue. I don't know. I think this one would have been one that I was like aware of, but I didn't know the lore, the grander lore around it. So here we go. Take 3 of the Cornetto trilogy. It'd be more like, yeah, take 3 of the Cornetto trilogy. I'm gonna go. We saw the 2 buddies defeat some zombies. We saw the 2 buddies be buddy cops and defeat like an evil town, and now we're gonna see the 2 buddies tackle the apocalypse, you know. And I love apocalyptic movies. I like when they're comedic. Love the apocalypse. Love it. Oh, the Seth Rogen one is This Is the End. Oh my god, and that came out in 2013 as well. That is so wild. So The World's End had some comedic apocalyptic competition. Hey, The World's End. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Edgar Wright, written by Pegg and Wright. And we know Martin Freeman, our favorite guy, is going to come back. Our favorite little elf is going to be back. I don't think he's an elf. Who is he in The Hobbit? And I don't want to look up anything. I don't want to know anything else. So the only thing we have left to do is thank the members who sit on my $15 tier on Patreon, because that tier is the shout outs tier. If you want to join them, link in the description box below. But moving on, this month we are thanking Kevin Riker, Chase, Dan Miller, Tim Scott, Matt, Preferred User, Bridley, Goofy, Buddha, Nick, Wayne S. Gallagher, Ashley, SD, The Dingo, Sketchy McSketchington, Merkin, Carl Evans, Len Aqua, Daniel John, Sneak and Nape, Jim Tackett, Brian Brasher, Dennis Mitchell, Simon, Rick Moreno, Simplexity, John White, Cody Ray, Christopher Mitchell, Reef, Ethan Wallace, Tom B, Hamid Changa, Adam Joyle, Grismore, Daniel J. Brooks, Jason McNeil, Billy G. Gomez Jr., Motodork, and my ex-boyfriend. Thank you so freaking much for your undying love and support. But without further ado, let's just get right into The World's End from 2013, baby.
Ever have one of those nights that starts out like any other but ends up...
This is comforting. That's how they all start, that push-in.
It was June the 22nd, 1990, our final day of school.
Good year.
We called him O-Man because he had a birthmark on his forehead that looked like a 6. He loved it. Pete was the baby of the group.
He's called O-Man because his birthmark looks like a 6.
The one guy I could rely on to back me up. He loved me, and I'm not being funny, but I loved him too.
Is Andy gonna be grown-up Nick Frost?
He was definitely one of the good guys. He used to ask me what I wanted to...
Pierce Brosnan. Also, didn't we also have a 007 guy in the last movie? So that's like a bit of a touch.
Haven was our hometown, our playground, our youth
I love this effect, by the way.
of a heroic quest. The
Some sort of filter on it to look like VHS home movies.
King's Head, the hole in the wall, all before reaching our destiny. World's
Oh,
End.
it's not an apocalypse movie, it's a bar crawl? Shut up.
One, and we hit it hard. There was drinking, there was fun, there was control.
Same guy from the last one.
I bumped into his sister in the next pub. We went into the Disableds, and I bumped into her again. Sam tagged along for a while, but then I had to let her.
Boys.
Everyone got power, and Pete chucked a whitey, so we had to bench him. In the end, we blew off the last 3 pubs and headed for the hill.
Everyone got para? Is that short for like paralyzed?
Glow of a new dawn break, and knowing in my heart life would never feel this good again. And you know what?
I was right.
It never did.
Yeah.
You disappointed?
About what?
You didn't make it to the world's end.
Someone was listening to the story.
And we want to get loaded, and we want to have a good time. And that's what we're gonna do.
The slow pull in on his face is such a signature of these three. There's our guy. I want to get into Pilates, I decided, you guys. Fun fact about me.
No. I'm afraid the end is nigh. What? The world's end! One night, 5 guys, 12.
Gotta go finish what we started.
That's Gary King. Not your bass player anymore.
I mean, we're getting the boys back together. We can get the band back together as well if you want.
This is his most freewheeling character yet, like his least straight-laced.
Everybody's in.
What, even Andy?
Oh, you better believe it, big balls.
Andy's going drinking
Even
with you.
Andy.
With us to finally finish what we started. Come on, man, it'll be f***ing mental!
He looks like such a hard rocker, you guys.
He'll knock some off for you.
Well,
What's it on for?
1.2 million.
Fuck off.
Shut up.
Andy Knightley.
Toots.
And you convinced him how?
Oh, show me Andy. What happened?
don't.
I haven't had a drink for 16 years, Gary.
You must be thirsty then. But we can go back, see the...
They like traded personas a little bit in terms of characters, which is very fun. I would want to do that.
Can I have that?
Please leave, Gary.
I have a feeling Andy's not coming yet. But what can convince him? I don't know.
600, wasn't it? Mum died a couple of weeks ago. The big cancer. Got me thinking about the old days.
I'm wondering if he's lying. He could be lying.
Kenneth? You said it. What the hell are we doing here?
Well, we always did. Follow Gary King into almost certain...
This is actually fun. I want to try to do something like this with my friends. Like pick something that we used to do when we were younger, get the gang back together, execute the plan. I don't know what that would be.
Oh, yes. Look at these cunts.
Oh, God. Love the way the Brits use the C word. Pretty great.
A lot of people are saying that about the Bible these days. What, that it was written by Alexander Dumas?
Don't be daft, Steve. It was written by Jesus.
Written by Jesus.
He did finally pay me back that 600 quid.
Really? He borrowed 200 off me.
And me.
I can't believe it.
That's how he paid it.
No way I pulled you over, sir.
Peter Page, 48 Bishop's Gardens, London.
Jesus, Gary, WTF. You give him my name. I'm not going to give him my name, am I?
Don't make too much mess. We won't.
Okay, if I was Pete, I'd be pissed, but also great idea, don't you think?
But I've moved 3 times since then.
I know. I changed the logbook. Where do you think all those points came from?
Jesus, you guys need to relax.
Oh my God.
What the hell is this? Why are we even here?
We are here to get annihilated.
I am wondering when Gary's gonna drop the act.
The same, all before the last bittersweet pint in that most fateful terminus, the world's end.
I'm sad. I really thought this was gonna be an apocalypse movie. This place is absolutely charming. Makes me want to go to the UK so bad. Their younger counterparts.
It's like deja vu.
I don't remember this at all. Has it been refurbished? Been bought by a chain, hasn't it?
Totally has been, yeah.
It's beer.
Sorry, can we have 4 of those and a tap water, please?
What?
Oh, he's not going to participate. Good for him, though.
Then you better be ready to take responsibility.
No, I mean, I might have kids. You remember Karen Egerton, who
Oh, he said, I might have kids, as in I might already.
Let's boo-boo.
So you're saying we should go?
They're in it.
Oh, his pacing is tough. I like that. Let's boo-boo. I don't know, guys. Can you ever really recapture the glory days? No, it's the same.
Like deja vu.
It's the same exact interior. I'm dead.
How was the funeral, Gary? Your mum's funeral?
Oh, he's so lying. So lying.
How about really very sad?
She was a good woman. I told you I had a thing about Sam, and you proceeded to try and get in her pants at every opportunity.
Guys, please.
That's right, because you did the school play.
Cabaret.
Cabaret, because she was in it and she wore those fishnet stockings and you got a big boner on stage. Gee.
Is she, though?
Am I what?
Oh my God, her.
Hello, Sam.
You've grown, haven't you?
Yeah, sideways.
Wait, I'm trying to place the actress's name. I can't. I forget.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome.
That's the opening to Cabaret. I only know that from this past Tony Awards.
Gary, you are out of your mind.
What are you talking about? You gave me the sign.
What sign?
Rosamund Pike. She's like girl on the train or something something.
What you do to me?
They all love her.
Oh, who it is? Basil. Map.
It's Argus Filch.
People and underwater Nazis and...
The Bermuda Triangle actually being a...
He's drinking beer through a straw.
Maybe we're not the local legends you think we are.
Gary King,
Speak for yourself, mate.
you're barred.
Oh my God.
And the next one for all I care. We've got to have one in every pub, otherwise the whole thing's...
I'd say it was fairly already, mate. Right.
Yes, we have to endure. That was 3, there's 9 more.
He found the loophole.
Yeah, I remember this one.
We had a New Year's in here, didn't we? 89 into 90.
Now we're cooking. They're getting better looking.
I mean, sitting at that table over there are 2 blondes and a redhead in the middle. It's the marmalade sandwich all grown up.
And Oliver's still got his mark of the devil. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. No, it's called laser surgery, Gary.
Oh yeah. The 6.
I do like the Sisters of Mercy.
Good job, or you'd never go swimming.
I'm lost.
Don't be.
Well, I, for one, think...
Never go swimming. I think that joke was lost on me.
Have it, mate.
Thanks. Wasn't that Shane Hawkins? Hey, didn't he use...
Yes. I mean, it's not even about the past. You know, it's not about the fact that he bullied me. Or that he punched me so hard, he dislodged my eyeball. He didn't recognize me. He looked straight through me.
I do hate that. If someone forgets you.
We did this in June. It's October.
Yeah, but it's the anniversary of the year, isn't it?
Every year is the anniversary.
Arguing the semantics of the anniversary.
This is finished. Then I'm going to go back to the B&B. You come in?
I could do with an early one, actually.
I should probably go and find Sam.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to see how long the screenplay can sustain this old gig. And now they're all waking up to the fact that it's not about reconnecting, it's about him drinking. So now the screenplay has to do a little switchy on us. It's got to be about something else.
Mum died, and we're all very sorry. But now it's time to go home.
Like, what makes them stay? It's the next part.
Thought we were home.
Or what makes them go? Liar. Oh, love a Nokia, by the way. Love that phone. Could throw it off a building. Make a phone call a second later. Oh, okay. Just slippery.
You think you're so cool, don't you? But we were cooler. We own this town.
Oh, he's insecure. Is this kid the Terminator? Slow. What? Are we in like a simulation?
My head in the bill I just spoke to. Your mum, and not from the afterlife.
I was waiting to see where this movie's gonna go from here out. It's a crew of baby Terminators. I love it. The screenplay has given me my little turn that I wanted and has given us all a reason to stick around, and the gang is staying. Maybe if the first one is parodying zombie movies and the second one's parodying cop movies, maybe this one is parodying those like sci-fi robot Terminator type movies. And we have not said, do you want anything from the shop yet? And we have not gotten a Cornetto cone yet. This fight sequence. the orchestration comes to a crescendo and then ends.
I've got full bars, I'm not getting through.
Maybe this is the apocalyptic movie I've been looking for.
It's not us that's changed. It's the town.
Oh my god. Fun. I don't know. Is it everybody? Is it a committee? Kind of like the last movie? There's always a town.
So don't use the brakes. I'm way over the limit. When's that ever stopped you? I don't want to put any more points on Pete's license. Andy can drive. He's deep.
Oh no, he broke his sobriety. That's not good.
That settles it then. The last thing we need to do is get know. If we keep doing what we're doing and going where we're going, then they're not going to know. Know what? That we know. I suggest we finish what we started and leave quietly in the morning.
Now they're all on the same team. Yes.
We're just 5 friends on a night out.
Like, act natural.
To the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't
Love that transition, like wipe, cut to the next scene. Very fun.
die. I tell you.
It's giving zombie apocalypse. It's like, who's suspicious? I don't know what we're up to. 6 or 7. What if it's the neighborhood watch from Hot Fuzz people? It's not. I'm just saying.
I'm going to go and have a little chat with the Reverend Green and possibly buy some drugs. Had a highly sophisticated code when discussing the purchase of herbal narcotics. If he doesn't understand me, simply walk away.
That's a good tester.
Have you got any drugs?
Don't do that anymore, Gary.
There was no code, friends.
What's going on? The town's been invaded by robots who aren't robots and the Rev's their prisoner. I'm not.
That phone was so jarring. It was only in my left earbud, too.
Why is that? Hello, sir.
I'm thinking the robots are slaves.
What did I miss? Your friend's trying to help.
We don't need your help.
What'd I miss?
Gentlemen, the prodigal son's return.
He's obviously one of them. How can he be? Remember me? We don't know what they remember.
Or maybe they have selective memories.
Yeah, like, what's his name? Me. Maybe it's one.
Second time we heard selective memory joke. These movies are usually pretty good about hitting stuff at least 3 times.
He said that Newton Haven has been taken over by robots, full of blue stuff.
Did you believe him?
No, of course not.
I'm so uncomfortable. I hate the twins. I hate the twins. I am racking my brain for this type of movie. They think they're doing it for the greater good, usually. I'm trying to go for the tropes in my head. Who are they working for? We need a king of the robots. Or a queen. We need a leader. These 3 movies have been the best with practical effects too. I'm just picturing the head getting thrown through that urinal and just the blue ink. Just the zombie makeup in the first one and the deaths in the second one.
And if everything is as fucked up as it seems, then there's something I need to tell you.
Not now. That's a great visual. Legs as arms.
Blue Bloods. Nothing's...
Blue Bloods is good. I like Blue Bloods. It's a television show.
Because they know what we're doing, but they don't know that we know what they're doing.
Yeah. So it.
That body language. Ooh, the mermaid's like a club.
About what you said in the garden.
I always wanted to get these down you.
Who's got him?
Now, do you recall the events of the evening of June the 22nd, 1990?
No,
Is,
but I know a man who does.
is this the moment everything changed for this town?
Marmalade sandwich.
We've only seen them from behind so far. This is fun. They got a whole schoolgirl thing going on.
Not long after you lot left, people started to change. Just one or two at first, then more. They replaced people of influence, doing everything they could to make us join them.
It's them.
They just want to make us more like them. Change the way we think. Bring us into line with all the...
It's like they're sirens, right?
They've got you.
How do they do that?
Any way they like. Saliva on the rim of a glass. Why do you think I drink with this crazy straw?
We did see the bendy straw earlier. That was pretty funny. Oh, we're screwed.
Trust, love, respect, desire. Replaced in the name of progress.
Gary,
No.
she's a blank. Don't be so judgmental.
I was like, why is everyone in a schoolgirl outfit? It's called a school disco.
Where are you all going?
He's one of them.
Adrian Keane died in a motorbike accident in Italy 8 years ago.
Did he?
They must have had his DNA on file. That's how they were able to replicate him. They know how to get to us, man. They know everything.
This from
Basil!
Oh, Mad Basil. He of the Bermuda Rhombus and the Aqua Nazis.
Another good name for the band, Steve.
You're putting our lives in the hands of a crazy...
Write it down.
1990 model Oliver was out of commission by this point in the evening.
What are you saying?
I like the new you.
You made it. You made it, brother. That's what he said.
Here we go. Pub number 9. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Getting close.
Mr. Shepard?
Is it, Mr. Shepard?
Why don't you kids join me? You look like you could do with a drink.
I can't believe they got him for this movie.
What do you say? We all go somewhere and talk about this.
His scar's back?
What Mr. Shepard is trying to say is that...
Andy!
They cloned him with the scar. Birthmark, not a scar. Terrifying. Scary. Bye. Let's go. Shut up. A lot of handheld camera, a lot of longer takes in this fight. Very fun. That means a lot of choreography was involved. I love it. The blue will never get old.
Twist the melon, man!
Twist the melon, man.
Okay, Andy. Break it up.
So,
Okay, they are putting themselves back together. Don't love that.
How about another round?
Nah,
We're done here.
we're done here.
Yes, Gary.
I'm a really good dialogue guesser, you guys. do you like that? I just patted myself on the back for that. I said, I'm so good at this. I don't know, guys. It might be just retreat.
Try and land the drain pipe.
That's not my favorite idea.
I always land on my feet.
I don't know if that's true, Gary.
Just
You're not a bad person, but you're not boyfriend material. There comes a time you have to go forwards, not backwards.
A lot of visuals like that in Hot Fuzz and Sean. What does Simon Pegg have against his hometown?
You did what? I put her in a car. I just told her to leave.
You just sent away the only one of us sober enough to drive.
Yeah, you just...
First time I've ever heard you admit being wrong.
I said I did something right. Yeah, for a change.
So? Meaning the rest of the time you're wrong?
Not necessarily.
Implying.
How did you know Oman was an Oman?
Because his birthmark was back. What does that prove?
because of what Basil said. They make a copy from your DNA.
You got that 50cc Suzuki in 1988 and you let me have a go in it and I ran over your leg.
Jesus.
Right, it's the other one.
Okay.
When you OD'd and I drove you to the hospital
We
4
need-
times over the limit.
Gary to prove himself because he was making out with those girls.
That could have been drawn on.
Well, aren't all tattoos drawn on?
Yeah. Show us your arm. You want evidence? There.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Stop.
Ow! See this, Gary?
The actories of these movies have been so long. They've been the longest fights of my existence. This rivals Marvel.
Still on the crawl!
They have to make it to the world's end.
Peter, let me make it up to you, Peter. Please?
Don't ever smile at me like that again.
We are gonna get to the world's end if it kills us.
Man on a mission.
Why are you doing this, Peter? We don't want to hurt you.
Bye, bitch. Cracked like a terracotta pot.
No, but it's definitely not modern art.
No, not modern art. Okay. Okay.
How are we gonna get to it?
Oh, I'll have to go through. Through where? Number 10.
They have to do it anyway. I'm dead. It's like right when they abort the mission and they are done, the mission is not done with them. Fun.
And then we take it to the beast. We need the keys.
Are they gonna eat a cornetto yet?
What are you doing?
Gary! Gary! Let him go!
There's a lot of them, guys. Nice roll. Good one. He's getting his beer. Anything to complete the mission. I'm dead. The car. Come on, guys. Gotta make it. Oh no. What are they called? Marmalade sandwich?
I want you inside me.
Yikes. It's a lot. She did swallow his ring. If he completes the mission, does this all go away? Imagine.
What do you care anyway? Of course I fucking care. There is a reason I'm angry at you. I know why you're angry at me, okay? But it's not my fault.
It's a movie about friendship. And the backdrop is robot apocalypse.
She left me, Gary. She took her kids to her mum's 3 weeks ago. She said I'm not present enough.
At this rate, just let him do it. Why are we fighting? He's here.
It never got better than that night. That was supposed to be the beginning of my life.
We said that like an hour and a half ago, friends.
You don't need to do this, Gary.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do. It's empty. Sucks. What the? Surviving members of the town underground, maybe?
From there, we create simulants to spread our ideologies through peaceful indoctrination. The chance to be young again, and yet retain selected memories.
Jesus. So 2 of his buddies were just in on it the whole time? It is younger him.
Oh my God.
We saw the doppelganger moment in the beginning too. I'm so cute.
Let the man you have become be the boy you were.
Does he take it? No way. He says no shot. Pop. Punches his avatar in the face. Yeah, head twist.
Subjected to an entire planet of people like you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That is my friend. And imperfect is fine by me.
Hey! It is our basic human right to be f***ups! It's human!
I'm human.
1!
And me.
That's 2!
I am. Oh, don't know for how long.
Battle! We're everybody apart from old Nutball and the Shifty Twins.
That's a good name for a band, Gary. You should write that down.
Write it down. Remember that?
We are the human race, and we don't like being told what to do.
Boom.
Just what is it that
Mic
you
drop.
want to do? You will be left to your own devices.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Does everybody now just wake up? I knew we were gonna get an explainy ending. I knew it. I don't think so. Might want to get out of there, buddy. That was looking like a beautiful miniature. Wonder if we're gonna explode the world's end.
Go!
Love him.
The luck just changed.
Get in.
Let's go!
Whoa.
Go straight over!
Stunts. Stunts. They just have to make it out of town, maybe? Damn. They can never go back home ever again. That's that.
Me, Gary, Stephen, and Sam, we were standing right by the switch.
It's like a little bit Terminator.
When the network went down, it triggered some kind of pulse.
It's Skynet.
Because we never heard from the rest of the world again. Everyone got cut off.
It's giving Infinity War.
I'm hard-pressed to recall any processed foods I actually miss.
Finally! Cornetto! Mint.
I guess the new one has too. He's doing all right.
His new head.
As for Gary, I don't know what happened to Gary. I miss him. Wonder if he misses
You don't
me.
know what happened to Gary?
Who the hell do you think you are?
Me? They call me the king.
Gary King. Well, okay. Let's talk about it. Okay. The World's End from 2013. I've now seen it, and I thought that that was very fun. It reminded me like almost exactly of its brothers that came before it, its predecessor films. These are very formulaic in a way that my brain likes. It's always fun to know, like, I've enjoyed analyzing Edgar Wright's 3 movies here because by this one, I do feel a bit like an old pro. I'm like, where's the turn? You can feel it in the filmmaking. You can feel it in the moments. You can feel like the characters, I felt like the characters had nowhere to go. There was no reason for them to stay on the pub crawl at a certain point. It comes out that Gary's mom is not dead. And right when it's like, okay, no one is motivated to keep going, we introduce the kooky town. And I've found it really fun to cling to the formula that I know is coming. I feel like some people might hate that. Like they might hate sort of knowing what was about to go down. But my brain really likes to feel smart. And I like to feel like I'm a good predictor of things. And then that's what this kind of movie gave me. I'm just going to be like infinitely curious to look up the reference movies. This one didn't really give us the shop, which is interesting. But my review is that this one is just fine. And I probably like Hot Fuzz, but I've enjoyed the 3-parter. Like I feel like these movies have to be seen as a three-peat. And I know I'm going to like it even more when we go through the trivia. So on that note, let's head to my world famous trivia section. World famous. Oh, I didn't realize. When Sam joins the boys at the old familiar pub, everyone stands to greet her except for Gary. This alludes to their medieval names. King, Knight, Lee, Page, Chamberlain, Prince, where everyone in the king's court would rise to greet a visitor except for the king himself. In every pub, the emblem of the network, the 5 vertical lines, longest in the middle, can be seen on the beer taps. Okay, so I didn't really clock the symbol, but that was their Skynet, right? For sure. The poster for the King's Head pub features Simon Pegg as a king in a painted portrait. Okay, I just thought that was just some random king, but Simon Pegg does look of the time. Conclusion of the Cornetto trilogy, the characters are seen eating peppermint with chocolate chip ice cream, which the Cornetto green wrapper represents. I only saw the wrapper at the end. I didn't see them eating it. According to Edgar Wright, green represents science fiction and extraterrestrial elements, which is the main motif in the film. For Wright's other films, Shaun of the Dead, he used red and strawberry flavor, symbolizing blood and zombies, while the second part, Hot Fuzz, had blue and vanilla, symbolizing the police. Somewhat unusually for the comedic duo, generally actors tend to reprise the part of straight man and funny man. You guys know that. In the previous 2 movies, it felt a lot like Nick Frost's character was always the funny man and Simon Pegg was playing the straight man. And then in this, they kind of flip-flopped. Yeah, in this one, Simon Pegg is the irresponsible one. So in a way, we did kind of get the apocalypse all along. We got the cabaret reference when he says, Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. which is the title of a well-known song from Cabaret. Oh, did they actually use Super 16? Okay. Film progresses through 3 increasingly larger negative formats. The opening flashback footage is Super 16, which I thought was just a modern filter on some digital footage, but maybe they actually shot it in Super 16. From then up until the robots, it's 3 perf Super 35, and from then it's 4 perf Panavision anamorphic. Until the ending scenes, we switch back to Super 35. Oh, in each of the Cornetto trilogy, a main action scene is in a pub. Okay, yeah, another visual signature. Second in the unofficial trilogy to include a former James Bond actor. You guys told me this, I did not know this in the comments, that Timothy Dalton was in Hot Fuzz, and they included a former Bond girl. Pierce Brosnan and Rosamund Pike appear in Die Another Day. Real pubs used, just renamed. Real life twins played the twins, named Kelly and Stacy, also they are called Kelly and Stacy. I would switch names just to be funny. I just need somebody to confirm or deny if this was Terminator. I feel like even if not in theme, like let's say they were going for something totally different than Terminator, the visuals were very Terminator. The World's End and Terminator references. Well, at the very least, they were doing sci-fi. The World's End includes references to other films, including Casablanca, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Okay. The Big Country, 1958, The Magic Roundabout, and The Wild Angels. Okay, so the joke I didn't understand, they reference in this line of dialogue, "We'll always have the disabled." I remember being confused by that. It's a comic variation of the romantic sign-off, "We'll always have Paris" from Casablanca. The Day the Earth Stood Still reference is the modern art reference. Cabaret is referenced. Oh my god, I was going to say the Stepford Wives because the dummy broken heads. Reference A New Hope when they enter the pub and the bartender says robots won't be served. Oliver has a birthmark shaped like the number 6 and is called O-Man, the Omen. Damien Thorne has a birthmark shaped like 3 6s. Oh my god, the Omen. The Blues Brothers were getting the band back together. The Thing reference, survivors have to prove they're still human. The only other thing is budget. I like to say usually the previous 2 were about £10 million. This one could be a little more just for the date. When it was shot. So let's go. Let's say 20 million pounds. 20 million? 20 million. It says 20 million US dollars, so I don't know why I said pounds. The previous 2 were in pounds. Okay, you have now seen my reaction to The World's End from 2013. Now I want to hear from you. What did you think? Who are you with? Did you go in theaters? Did you see this at home? How do you think this one stacks up in the Cornetto trilogy? Did you catch all of the references that I missed? What do you think? When did you start to catch on that something was up in this? And what do you think of this fun 3-film run from Edgar Wright and me on the channel? Like, that was so much fun. I love completing things like that. So if you want more from me, Patreon information, description box below, hit that link. It'll take you there. We have so much fun there. Other ways to support me down below, but you guys know the drill. On that note, I'm going to go eat.